I didn't expect to write this, but it's so big that, and I was amazed that it has not been seen before, but it's there, and you'd expect it. I mean, God is saying God is in charge of everything, and the patterns that He gives are true even to this day, and they are affecting every one of our lives from the day we were born until now, and they will. I have no question they will affect us in the times to come. I've had financial analysts who come and said, this is exactly what's there, and so we need to be ready. We need to be ready because everything that can be shaken will be shaken.
Jonathan Cahn, thank you so much. Really appreciate your time.
My blessing.
Excellent insight.
My blessing, Ephraim.
God
Thank
bless
you.
Okay, so let's get back to this. I hope that explained the Shemitah year for you. Like I said, I think somebody with the Jewish knowledge background has a much better chance of explaining it than I can. So, okay, so let's move on. So, again, what does the Shemitah have to do with the blood moons? We're going to explain that. So let me say that the blood moons, are rare, but let me kind of break it down for you. The occurrence of a tetrad, or 4 consecutive blood moons, is rare. A tetrad with a total solar eclipse within its series is very rare. So if you remember, there is 4 blood moons, and then right landing in the middle of the blood moons is going to be a total solar eclipse, like I showed you in the picture in the beginning of this presentation. So moving on, a tetrad with a total solar eclipse that is significant to Israel's history and Jewish feasts is very, very rare. A tetrad with a total solar eclipse historically significant to Israel and Jewish feasts that includes a Shemitah year is very, very, very rare. But a tetrad with a total solar eclipse historically significant to Israel, falling on Jewish feasts, and including a Shemitah year that also corresponds with the Feast of Trumpets is astronomically rare. The 4th tetrad is, it's coming, it's here. God is shouting to us something big is about to happen. So let me see if I can go up here. Okay, I want to go back real fast and show you this. Okay, so everything that I just explained about the rarity of this, I wanted to, explain to you while you're looking at the picture too, to kind of help you better understand it. So we have blood moons, which 4 in a row, which is a tetrad, is rare. 4 blood moons with a complete solar eclipse is very, very rare. 4 blood moons with a solar eclipse that falls on Jewish feast holidays is, very, very, very rare. 4 blood moons with a total solar eclipse that falls on Jewish feast holidays that has a Shemitah year also incorporated in it, and the Shemitah year falls on Rosh Hashanah. Now, you're looking at this Rosh Hashanah, which is in the 2015 year. Rosh Hashanah actually starts it's like right here, right now. Like I said, it started yesterday and ends in 2015. So Shemitah year that falls on the exact same day as Rosh Hashanah, that is in the middle of the 4 blood moons, that also has a total solar lunar, the total solar eclipse. That's all very astronomically rare. God does not do coincidences. For all of this to be happening all together is so incredible. Hopefully I'm explaining it well enough for you to see how incredible this truly is. This doesn't happen hardly ever. And in fact, I believe the next time, and you can find this on NASA's website, but I believe the next time that we're going to have a tetrad that falls on Jewish holidays, I believe NASA is saying that it's going to be not in our lifetime. It's going to be very, very far out. So, with all of the other prophecies that we know that are coming true, all the other end-time prophecies that are coming true, the natural disasters, the political uprisings, the nations at war, so on, and I'm going to be doing more videos to explain all the other end-time prophecies that are happening. With all of those that are coming true, and all of this that's happening right now, I 100% believe that this is not a coincidence, that we are right at the door of the rapture and the second coming and the tribulation and all of that. You cannot convince me otherwise that we're not very, very close. Okay, so let's go back down. Okay, we've already done that. So, I've had to try to explain this the best way that I possibly can to you today because I am not really able to show you a video that I showed in my class. Now, in my class, I have a man named Mark Biltz who does a blood moon video. He is a Messianic Jew. Let me explain what a Messianic Jew is. Messianic Jew are Jewish people that believe in Jesus, that have, put their faith and hope in Jesus as the Messiah. So he is a Messianic Jew, and he is the man who God revealed the blood moon information. God revealed the blood moon information through Mark Biltz. Mark Biltz said that he loves math. He was, saw that we're going to be having, now this was back in, I believe, 2008, he discovered all these and saw what was going to be happening. He said that he saw that, the blood moons were going to be happening this year and thought, well, I wonder how that coincides with the Jewish calendar. Let me go ahead and say right here that the Jewish calendar is much different than the Gregorian calendar, which we currently go by. Most of the world goes by the Gregorian calendar. There are a few calendars out there. So we have the Gregorian calendar, which is what most of the world goes by. We have the Jewish calendar, and then we have the Muslim calendar. There might be a couple other calendars out there, but these are the three that I'm going to be talking about. So the Gregorian calendar, it goes by the sun. The Muslim calendar goes by the moon. The Hebrew calendar, the Jewish calendar, uses both the sun and the moon. God gave us the Hebrew calendar. How we, through humanity, through time, changed the calendar, I don't really know. I think it had something to do with the Roman Empire. But when God is giving us these signs, we need to keep in mind that we go by a different calendar than what he originally gave us. So Mark Biltz thought, well, I wonder if these blood moons coincide with anything on the Jewish calendar. He started researching it and said, oh my gosh, they do. They coincide with Jewish feast holidays. Every single blood moon for this tetrad for 2014 and 2015 land on a Jewish feast holiday. And so that's when he started doing the research about, well, when in the past has this happened? And that's when he found the Spanish Inquisition blood moons. He found the Israel becoming a nation blood moons. And then he found the Jerusalem being captured blood moons. And now the current day blood moons. So he's the man that really kind of discovered all of this. God revealed this to him, and now he is sharing the information with a lot of other people. You'll hear more people discussing these blood moons. I think his name is John Hagee or Hagee, something like that. I think he is doing a lot of information about the blood moons, but Mark Biltz is the guy who actually discovered this to be the way it is, the very first guy. So he actually has a video on his website. He runs a ministry called El Shaddai Ministries that you can get his blood moon video on. Because of different laws, piracy laws and all of this, I can't obviously show it to you through here. It's about an hour-long video, but I do show the video in my class, my home study class that I have here at my house, so that my people attending my home study can hear this information from somebody who's a lot more educated about the background knowledge and who can really explain things in a much better way than I can. So if you're confused or if you want more information, I would suggest that maybe you go to his website, get the video. I'm not necessarily telling you that you have to purchase anything or anything like that. If you don't want to purchase it, then you can just, Google Mark Biltz's name. He's done a lot of interviews with a lot of different congregations and pastors and stuff that with the same information that is on his video, that you can kind of get the information through that way. But I do show the blood moon video in my home study class. If you do look into this more. You might find some terms that are a little foreign to you just because you may not be familiar with the Jewish language. If that's the case, you'll find that Yeshua, it actually means Jesus. You'll hear Mark say Yeshua a lot, and that is the Hebrew name for Jesus. Torah is the Old Testament in our Bible. So you'll hear, again, Mark will say Torah a lot. A lot of the people that will be studying blood moons and end-time prophecy in general uses the word Torah. It's just, like I said, is what Torah refers to the Old Testament. And then I've already discussed the Jewish calendar, and hopefully I discussed that and I made it clear for you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this back to me. So that's a lot of information. I know, a lot. We discussed, not only did we discuss blood moons, we discussed the Jewish feast holidays, we discussed the Shemitah, and a lot of little pieces of information all within those topics. So if you have any questions, you can call me, Facebook me, email me, whatever you need to do. I will do my best to answer your questions. But like I have said through this whole video, please keep in mind that if I seem a little bit confusing when I'm sharing the information, I really do apologize. I'm doing my best. It's hard for me to relay information that's kind of new to me, but I find it fascinating and I hope you do too. So Carter is in the other room. I think he's done with his movie, and so I need to wrap this up. I'm going to be doing more of these videos in hopes that we can learn together. We can study this end time prophecy information together. I believe, I'm kind of teetering on what video I want to do next, but I'm kind of thinking about which one. There's so much going on that I want to share all the information, but for your time and my time, I have to do these in like 1 hour, or so increments. So I believe the next information is going to be that I am going to be talking about the uprisings that are happening, because they're happening a lot. Does it tie back to the blood moons? Was God speaking to us through the blood moons saying, hey, be aware, uprisings are going to happen and going to happen hard in 2014, 2015. It's not a coincidence that they're happening. I think the blood moons were trying to warn us that this was going to happen. But anyways, a lot of stuff is happening, and so I believe I'm going to be talking about the uprisings and what kind of prophecies that are being fulfilled through those. And I will see you guys next time, and call me, email me, Facebook me, whatever, text me, whatever you need to do if you have any more information. All right, talk to you guys soon. Bye.